When it was announced by an angel to Mary that she was going to conceive and have a son, the angel had a very detailed statement that he gave to her. It's recorded in Luke chapter 1. I just want to read a little excerpt from that. It's found in Luke chapter 1, verses 32 and 33. Speaking of this one that she would bear, he says, "He will be great and will be called the Son of the Highest, and the Lord will give him the throne of his father David. And he will reign over the house of Jacob forever, and of his kingdom there will be no end." Well, that's an amazing statement, and one that no doubt Mary tapped into immediately because of her Jewish heritage. It's one that we should tap into as well, because it takes us back to an amazing promise made to King David centuries before, when God promised that his kingdom, his throne, would never end. Well, we know that there was ups and downs, and Israel's glory had faded away. But from God's point of view, there was an heir, there was a throne, and it was occupied. And that would ultimately be fulfilled in this earth when Jesus would come. He was the Son of David, and he would sit on that throne, and that kingdom would have no end. Now, the fulfillment of all that on this planet awaits, but in reality, it is true even this day. And it says something about God's promises, doesn't it? About his faithfulness. The promises he makes, he will keep. We make them, we break them. He keeps them. Well, he's made many promises that we find in the Scriptures that are directed toward us. Here's what we need to know as we look into the pages of Scripture and as we think about these truths, that he will be faithful to us. You know, that should encourage us to be faithful to him. That means we should be faithful in our obedience. We should be faithful in our service. We should be faithful in our worship. God deserves our best in all of those areas. And God deserves it because he is God and because he is a faithful God. He kept his promises through the centuries from David to Jesus. He's kept his promise in the millennia from Jesus to us. And God will keep those promises throughout all eternity. He keeps his promises. Let's work really hard and in the power of God and in the power of the Spirit to keep our promises that we have made to him.